So first of all, one parallel with Yosef in the Chanukah story is that Yosef was thrust into not only a heathen culture, but the belly of the beast. Egypt at that time was like the most licentious and the most absolutely, depraved
very hedonistic
culture.
Very
yes,
hedonistic.
Exactly. And so here he is, he has to withstand the test of his master's wife that we need to speak about. He rises to the pinnacle of influence and fame and power, but yet he remains totally uncompromising and pure.
Yeah.
In the midst of that darkness. And so that they're so similar because the whole story of Hanukkah is a heathen culture that was trying to destroy our connection to the God of Israel.
Right. It's not a stretch to look at the connection of the Greeks of Antiochus Epiphanes banning circumcision. Circumcision, the very mark of morality that the Jewish people, the males of Israel carry on their own body about guarding the one of the most sacred gifts that Hashem has given us, which is the procreation, and the Greeks basically, they looked at it in a completely different way. They didn't even look at it in a way that signified any kind of holiness. And this is really his whole test. The thing about Yosef that occurred to me that was very interesting is that what is the Hebrew phrase that is used to describe him? And I think it almost means naive. He had a very deep sense of righteousness because he spent a lot of his quality time with his father, studying. His father wanted to impart all of the wisdom and the secrets that he had learned that was passed down from Noah to Abraham and to Yaakov, who studied himself. He was a man who studied, and he wanted all this wisdom. He was fortifying Yosef for the holy wisdom that would be handed down at Sinai. So he would have this shield when he went into the darkness of Egypt. And this is one of the things about him is that, we have Yosef being sent down to check on his brothers. And I thought that was, anytime the Torah mentions anything, you have to take note of it. Why would Yaakov send this lad who liked to dress up and put on, would curl his hair and was almost vain? It sent him down to check on his brothers who were dealing with livestock in the fields and all that. And I think it was a way of saying, Yosef, it's time to grow up. And it's time to throw you in the pool and see if you can swim. I mean, that's the only thing I can figure out from this experience. And so here he is, and of course they finally see him and they go, whoop, and they say it in a very derogatory way. Oh, here comes the dreamer. And a very telling way that the Torah puts this in front of us, it says, and they viewed him from afar. They viewed him, there was a distance. There was a distance, a physical distance between the brothers and Yosef. And I think that's the way the Torah was telling us that they never really looked at him. They never really, but they didn't, they were so angry with him, they didn't even want to even have to look at him.